step one would be using cloud computing. This provides us as an organisation with the flexibility to grow or to shrink as we need to, because you're paying a monthly fee per user rather than having to have the cost of maintaining your server, which, as we know, can be costly and after a few years will need replacement. So you can manage demand effectively, and also the data that you've got is highly protected as part of that monthly fee. So move to cloud computing. Step two is use your website and social media effectively. Your website and social media is used to raise your profile out there in the marketplace. It's used to engage with people, and it helps you listen to them and know what they're interested in and what's important to them. But content is king. You have to produce good content, and that's not about you just using social media and your websites to sell your services. That's about entertaining people, that's about informing people, and thinking about your website and the content of your social media as a means of engaging with people. Think of it like a magazine that they want to browse through, they want to go back to, they want to read. So don't just keep doing the same things you're always doing. Make sure that your Google Analytics are telling you that you're reaching the people you want to reach, and where you need to improve, take action and improve. Don't just accept that your website or your social media is doing the job that you want it to do. Check that it is, and where you can, make those improvements. Step three, use CharityLog. It's our main client relationship management tool, and yet it's very often just seen as somewhere we have to put the data, particularly for advice and information. It gives you a lot of information about who is consuming your service, what services are most popular, and where you have unmet needs. So use that data to build your relationship with your client. It will help you drive your social media content because it'll tell you what is important to the clients, why they're ringing you, what they need from you, and also it will drive your business development because it should tell you where your unmet need is. So use CharityLog. It's your client relationship management tool. It's not just somewhere you have to put data to inform your funders. Step four, communicating through the digital platform. This is about, sadly, using email more and more to communicate with people. I say sadly because I think a lot of us want to have that personal dialogue with people. We believe that it helps us build our relationships, but we live in a very busy world now, and sometimes you have to email people information, you have to have dialogue with people through email. It's a good way of providing an audit trail, which enables us to prove to people the action that we agreed to take or what we asked them to do. But in a very busy business environment, it also ensures that you're able to get through the level of work that you need to in one day. We must never assume that our clients are not on email, and I think it's sometimes a default that we do refer to. But more and more people over the age of 50 and even over the age of 75 are now on email, and if they're not, then they usually know a family member or a friend who is. So when we are providing them with advice and information, always ask if they're on email or they know somebody who is, where you can send the information they require to. That could be a fact sheet, that could be simply an email confirming the information you gave them verbally. Always encrypt really important information that includes personal data, and make sure that you're using your other Google tools effectively. So for example, instead of lots of emails trying to arrange a meeting, send a Google Calendar invite. That also enables people, again, to have a reference as to where the meeting's taking place, what time it's going to take place, etc. And more of us are using e-newsletters. These are extremely efficient ways of giving our consumers and our commissioners quick, easy snapshots of where we are, what we're developing, and what we want to develop in the future. So communicate effectively using digital technology. It isn't something that you should shy away from. And then finally, step 5, build your business architecture around digital technology. Whether it's the means of managing your HR activity, your finance activity, or simply creating a productive shared drive where staff can find the policies and procedures and templates and forms that they need for their everyday business. You don't need to go and purchase expensive software packages. With just a little bit of thought about what you need to keep and where your staff need to find it, you're able to build that architecture yourself. You might need assistance from your IT team, externally or internally. But again, it's simply about mapping where you need to find information, who needs to access that information at different times, and then creating that onto the shared drive in such a way that it's easy and efficient to use. But when you've done that, the next step is making sure that everybody is using that system effectively. And that again needs a bit of time thinking about how you're going to audit those files to make sure that people aren't just dropping what I call bits of paper into a filing cabinet that nobody's going to be able to find or use in the future. So you have to have an audit process and someone responsible for going in and regularly checking that that data is filed properly, that nothing is now out of date. And if it is, that there are archive folders. The same as you would have an archive room, you need an archive folder in all of the areas of your shared drive so you can put old information safely away. But don't forget to go back and weed it. There's no point in having archives that are 5-10 years old full of information that you don't need. So build your business architecture around your digital technology and make sure that everything you do is efficient. Don't print anything you don't need. There's no point. Check it out on the system. If you need to take it to meetings with you, use a tablet. Save yourself lots of money and make sure that whatever you've got, you are maintaining safely. So my final point in this development of your business architecture is make sure you've got cybercrime insurance, make sure you've got a good cyber policy and a cyber procedure that ensures all of your data that you're holding is safely secured.